In just under a month now, India's capital, New Delhi, will host world leaders from the countries that account for nearly a third of the world's GDP and half the world's population. But it could be India's most complicated chairship of the BRICS bloc yet, presiding over a group that has nearly doubled in size and grown far less cohesive. South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa is likely to travel to Delhi for the summit, as is Russian President Vladimir Putin. Chinese President Xi Jinping is also expected to attend in what would be his first visit to India since the two countries engaged in a military border standoff 6 years ago. Among the most keenly watched visits will be that of Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian. Reports say he is expected to travel to New Delhi, and all eyes will be on his speech addressing Iran's war with the USA. The conflict has divided the grouping. At the BRICS foreign ministers meeting earlier this year, Iran and the UAE openly clashed, accusing each other of destabilizing the region. Since India took over the chairship, the bloc has twice failed to agree on a joint statement, and the possibility of that happening again at the leaders' summit still looms large.
So it would be in the interest of BRICS members to commit to a certain kind of a joint declaration, because we know that BRICS today is very popular. There are a number of countries who want to join BRICS. So if you are not able to achieve consensus with 11 members, then it sends out a wrong message to the wider community who want to join BRICS about BRICS efficacy and its effectiveness.
While the summit is expected to be one of the biggest diplomatic events this year, not everyone is expected to show up. Brazilian President Lula da Silva, who handed India the BRICS baton earlier this year, could skip the summit because of elections back home. And Bangladesh's Prime Minister Tariq Rahman could also miss the outreach sessions over differences with New Delhi on former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's extradition. However, analysts say Chair India would want to keep the focus tightly on the economic agenda. India's central bank says a cross-border payment system that is meant to link some of the members' digital payment systems is in the works. A roadmap for climate finance, cooperation on artificial intelligence and supply chain resilience for critical minerals are also expected to be high on the agenda. India wants to position itself as the voice of the global South, championing reforms of institutions such as the UN Security Council, IMF and World Bank. And this chairing of the summit is as much an opportunity as it is a balancing act, as it tries holding together a bloc that includes rivals like Iran and the UAE, or a China with which India shares an uneasy border relationship. Ishan Garg, SABC News, New Delhi.